So this is the tutorial on how to use the VT machine. So this is what your screen looks like when the VT machine starts up. However, if it looks like this, then don't panic, just go right up on System in the corner and then click on Switch to Workstation Mode, and that's what it should look like. So over here you have bin, browse, recycle, bin, search. I'm going to explain them one at a time. In bin you've got all your files with all your clips in them. So I want to create a new file that I would call, so that's called bin, I'll just call it test. Okay, so there's my bin. Now if I go over here in R1, that's my first square. That's where I'm going to have the live feed from the studio. At the moment I have coloured bars. So I'm going to record these coloured bars. I'm pressing on the red button. Here I have my timer. And it confirms that it's recording because of this red bar and the red in the circle. Right, so I want to stop recording, so I'm going to press on stop. And whatever folder I've opened, then that's where my clip's going to go to, and it's going to be called clip. So if I click right, I can rename it, copy, paste, delete, whatever. It's always quite important to rename your clips so that it stays very organized. When you're going live, you want everything to be in the right place, perhaps with numbers of the order that you want it to come in, because you can sort it by name by clicking here. Right, so I'm going to slide this into P1. So I would only slide a video in here if I want to use it as a VT, or in P2, which comes under the 4th or 5th button onto the Vision Mixer. So there's a number of things I can do to this clip. I can place an in by clicking here and an out. I then need to set it to shorten the clip. I can also get rid of the in and out if I press on that red cross. So if I just click there, I've got loop selected because it's blue. If I press on play, it's going to just come to the start again of my in. So I'm pressing on stop now. Okay, the other thing you can do is lock this video so that you can't mess about with it. And when you're ready to use it again, you just press on your button again. Right, so I don't want to use this anymore, so I'm gonna press on eject on this little triangle, and it's empty again. So another thing you can do is create a playlist. So I'm gonna click on playlist, slide in a clip here this time, not in there. Right, okay. Right, so it wanted me to eject before starting. And it creates a video called playlist here in the folder that I had opened. So I want a second video. I'm going to add this one called clip 1. So I've got 2 clips in there, going back on test. And so I'm just going to show you how it works. Going to get rid of loop. So I'm on my first clip, so if I let it play till the end, then it switches to my next clip. So it basically just goes from one to the other without having to slide in other videos and clicking on play every time. So it's quite smooth. Now if I want transitions, automatic transitions, I can go click right on the video, start effect, fade in. So at the moment it's on none, but you can put fade in from black, fade from white, end effect. Same thing really, and then it will just have that automatic fade in between these 2 videos. Is there anything else that I can show you on this? No. Right, so I'm just going to eject it. So if you have lower thirds, then you're likely to have an alpha channel and RGB channel. So you would slide in your alpha channel, normally we write alpha in the name so you'd know, onto P2, and then put the RGB channel on P1, click on 3D sync, and then click on play on the RGB, and normally it should work properly. So then you don't forget to eject both channels, and you're ready to start again. Right, so the other thing you can do is import. So at the moment we've got the What's Next hard drive that's plugged in. So if I go and browse in F, that's my hard drive. I click on a video, make sure I'm on import, import the selected items, and now I've got first recording Friday. I'll click on that. Now I want it to go to test folder, or I can create a new bin, and I want it to start importing. So I'll click on start. If I go on transfer, then I can see how much it's transferred. So there it's done 1%, and I can just make sure it's in test bin. Right, so when it's done, it will appear in here. Until then, so I don't want it to continue, so I'll just delete it. There you go. Okay, so now I want to export my clip. So I'm on export here, select it because it's light blue, and export the selected items. Export media files. Okay, so I click on it, browse, I want to tell what's next, okay, and if I start, it should work. Let's see, is there anything else? No, I think that's good enough. So those are the basics. If you have any further questions, you can just ask one of our more experienced members to help you with it.